Hello students, in previous video I explained laws of inheritance given by Mendel, first and second law of dominance and law of segregation that can be explained with the help of monohybrid cross. In this video I am going to explain you about the third law given by the Mendel, and it is law of independent assortment. This law can be explained with the help of inheritance of two genes. Mendel worked on the pea plant and he observed the inheritance of two genes at a time. Let's chalk out what he did. So Mendel studied inheritance of two characters at a time, and that study is called dihybrid cross. Dihybrid cross. So I am going to explain a dihybrid cross. Here Mendel selected the parent plant. Parents, we can use the word P. Parents, he used the plant, the phenotype of the parents. Phenotype of the parents are round and yellow, round colored seeds and yellow colored cotyledons, and he crossed this plant to the wrinkled shape seeds and green colored cotyledons. So he selected the two features. What are the features? They are related to the seed, their shape round and wrinkled, and the color of the cotyledon, that is yellow and green. In these features, round and yellow is a dominant trait and wrinkled and green is recessive trait. So this is the phenotype, and genotype will be the genotype round, capital R, capital Y for the dominant character, small r, small y for the recessive traits. Next, what will be the gametes? The gamete will be formed as according to Mendel's second law. These are the two alleles or two factors for a trait. So only one factor will enter into gamete. So only R. From this trait, for this trait, out of these two, only one will enter into gamete. So capital R, capital Y. All the gametes are of similar type, having one factor for each trait. In this case, same, we will have the gamete, all are of similar type, having small r and small y. After their random fertilization, F1 generation, now we can write together capital R, capital Y, small y. This is the genotype, and the phenotype will be according to the first law, the dominant character, that is round and yellow. So all the plants will be show the feature in the seeds, that is round and yellow in F1 generation. Now what will happen when we go for the selfing in F1 plants? What will be the basis of inheritance of these two pairs of character? One we have taken round wrinkled, second pair of character yellow and green. Then he observed a very surprising ratio, and as he used the statistical way to express it, and in the previously I explained we can use the Punnett square. So we can go through that method how the gametes will form in this F1 plant. So we can form four types of gamete. In this video I am also going to explain first that how you can make the proper way the various probability of gamete. Here we have capital R, capital Y, small y. So what will be the probability of gamete having different genotype? So you can write capital R and small r, which are the two different things, like this. Now make a fork like structure and then write the next trait the next pair of allele, capital Y, capital Y, small y. Now here you can write them together, capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, and small r, small y. So, genotype having capital R, capital Y, small y in F1 plants, there are the probability of the formation of these 4 types of gamete according to the second law given by the Mendel, that is law of segregation. So, these factors will segregate and form the gamete. Again capital Y, small y will segregate and form the gamete. So, this is the method, this is called Fock method, where we can find out the different probability of formation of gamete. So, these will be the 4 gametes, 4 types of gamete. So, how we can draw? We can make the F2 generation. What will be the F2 generation? We can use the Punnett square for that. So, 4 gametes we have to show. So, a big Punnett square is needed to draw here. Again here 4, here also we need the 4 one. Now we will write the 4 different types of gametes. We get capital R, capital Y, second capital R, small y, then small r, capital Y, small r, small y. These may be the various types of male gametes. Same, there will be the probability of female gamete, capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. Now in the nature, random fertilization takes place and we will get the different combinations of alleles. You can write these combinations here like capital R, capital R, capital Y, then do the same for each block. You have to write these genotype in each and every block. For after this writing, you have to find out which character you are getting from these genotype, and for that shortcut I will start from here. Capital R and capital Y, this genotype will form the dominant character, that is round and yellow. If I will use this for the round and yellow, then I can draw it here, round and yellow. Again come to the next column. Capital R means it will be the round. Capital Y, small y, single allele is sufficient to express itself, so it will again will be round and yellow. Come to the next, it will be round and yellow, round and yellow. If you will go through all these 16 squares, then this line, these 9 blocks has round and yellow. When you will go through it, you will write the genotype, you will get the phenotype of round and yellow. Now next come to the wrinkled and green. If I use wrinkled and green by this way, okay. So now this last column only, this last column you will get the genotype. You can write here small r, small y, that is the second parent, wrinkled and green. Now come to the next. I will take the example from this block. Write the genotype here, capital R, small y. Now read the phenotype. Capital R is for the round. Small y, here small y is for the character of green. So here the seeds are round and green. कहाँ कहाँ ये round and green आपको seeds मिलेंगे? It will be, you can write in these three one. Okay, so you can write the genotype, then you will find that in these three squares you will get the phenotype round and green. Now come to the next. I will take the example of this square. Write the genotype small r, then capital Y. Now small r meant for the wrinkled and capital Y for the yellow color. Okay, so here wrinkled and yellow color. So the shape I can draw like this. In these three squares you will get the similar shape, this small triangle. And whole this I drawn here, this is F2 generation. So in dihybrid cross, the F1 plants showing the dominant character round and yellow, but when we go for the selfing, surprisingly in the F2 generation with the parental characters we are also getting two new features, two new combinations, and they are called recombinations. Recombinations I would like to write here. Like we are getting parental character is round and yellow. If you will count these squares where I have drawn this line, they are 9. Out of 16 you are getting 9. The dominant feature round and yellow. Last corner you are getting the second parental character, that is wrinkled and green. It is only 1. Here we have two new combinations of character. This one is round and green, number 3. This one is wrinkled and yellow. This is also 3. So in a dihybrid cross, the F2 phenotypic ratio is, it can be right 9:3:3:1. This is phenotypic ratio. So here you can observe that round and yellow, wrinkled and green we have started, but in the F2 we have the different combination. Yellow can be inherited with the green and wrinkled can be inherited with yellow. This is given as a third law of inheritance, law of independent assortment. When there is inheritance of two characters, then their assortment to the next generation is independent to each other. ये नहीं है कि always they will remain together. Round always will be inherited with yellow and wrinkled will inherited with green. No, round can inherited with green and wrinkled can inherited with yellow also. And their assortment is independent to each other. Round का assortment yellow से independent है. How we can further observe it? That if we go for the common feature like here round and wrinkled का यदि हम inheritance देखते हैं, only if we observed only the inheritance of shape of the seed, round and wrinkled. So here we can go for this feature, round and wrinkled and yellow. So here is the common character. Now you can observe the ratio between round and wrinkled, that is 9:3 or 9:3, it is equal to 3:1. So in this way we can consider they are inherited very independently to the next pair of characters. So this is the third law of Mendel, law of independent assortment, that during the inheritance of two characters, the transfer of one character is independent to the other. Thank you.